Hello everyone, this is Pal Ponder on Weather coming at you with another video. In this update, we're going to talk about the overall pattern for the next 2 weeks between now and Christmas that'll bring several snow events to the United States. So before we do get started, if you do like weather-related content, please subscribe to my channel as I will upload about 5 videos a week to keep you updated. All right, so let's get started. So here, let's start off with the overall temperatures and how it played out for November. And it ended up being the 10th coldest November over the last 30 years since 1981. So we had above average temperatures out west, but it started filtering in below average in the central part of the United States and ended well below average in the east and in the southeast. So if we flip it to December, we kind of had a little bit of a rebound so far over the last 10 days. This is actually between now and December 10th. So you can see much of the country has rebounded anywhere from 2 to 6 degrees above average. And you're starting to get below average with that big snow event we've had up in New England and even down to the southeast into Florida. So that's kind of where we stand for the first 10 days of December. So if we expand the view, even with that above average temperatures, we still was able to produce some snow underneath it. And this is the snowpack, the snow that fell over the last 10 days in the United States. We had that little system come across in the Dakotas and Wisconsin, a huge system that came out in New England, and sporadic snow in the mountains and the Sierras. If we take a look at the overall temperatures, and this is actually for the entire year, so it kind of gives you a guideline of where we are. And so we've only got about 3 weeks left of between now and the rest of the year, and you can kind of see where we stand. Literally about 70-80% of the country is below average for temperatures. So I'm going to show you the pattern over the next 2 weeks. We'll probably end the majority of the United States below normal. So if we expand the view, and this shows you temperatures this morning, we talked about the coldest temps of the season coming in for Wednesday and Thursday, and this is how the morning temperatures played out. And we had a good chunk of the country in the northern tier in the Dakotas was well below zero. You can see 67% of the country was below freezing this morning, with 7% below zero. So I know, like Fergus Fall, a friend of mine lives in Fergus Fall. He 18 below zero this morning, and I think Fargo, North Dakota, hit 33 below on the wind chill. So this was some pretty chilly air for even for you guys up north. But you can see that it's widespread 20s as you sunk lower into Nebraska and Missouri and Illinois. And you start hitting in the 30s. I know it froze in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. The actual low was 32 degrees. So if we expand the view, so what's happening now? So this is the operational model of the Euro, and it kind of shows you. I put the anomalies on there, so you can see the last gasp of that winter blast that came in this week, still well below normal up north, with that ridge building in out west. Still hanging in a little bit below normal down south in Texas and even into East Texas. Now, this is tomorrow morning. If we expanded it to Friday, this has that ridge filtering in, having, well above average temperatures out west, filtering into Colorado and swinging out east. If we take it out another step on Saturday, you can still that ridge kind of hanging out for one more day, but we got that another blast of cold temperatures coming down the pike, and this is on the 14th. So we have another blast of 25 degree below normal temperatures starting to come into the United States. If we take it out till Sunday, it even deepens out further and has even further down temperatures dropping, well below normal. So why is that? This is by the 15th. So if you look at the teleconnections, this is the North Atlantic Oscillation as well as the Arctic Oscillation. And this is actually the first time in December it's turning negative. So and that's why we're getting those below average temperatures starting to come into the United States. And so it starts about mid-month, and both the teleconnections And over the last couple of days, this has even dropped further. So even the Arctic oscillation drops deeply negative around the 20th, but it remains negative all the way through Christmas. All right. So this remains all the way through Christmas. So it's on target to remain negative after mid month for the rest of the year. So, and those what the teleconnections say. If you expand the view and look at some of the height anomalies, it has that first system that could play out starting to wind itself up and bring more snow in the mountains on Saturday in Colorado, and it'll start to deepen and start swinging up. And I'll come up with this a snowfall map probably sometime tomorrow, but this will swing up probably from Saturday all the way for the next couple of days, and eventually in the Northeast. That's the first snow event, and then we've got some more snow coming out west. And if you take it a step further down the pipe, this is the latest GFS model and some of the height anomalies on the 20th. It shows even another system coming down the pipe, possibly for at the end of the year, possibly Christmas week. So we could be setting the stage for potentially 2 or 3 snow events over the next 2 weeks in the United States. So this kind of give you an overall view of the CFS model between now, the 15th and the 22nd, has a lot of us below normal in the United States. If you expand it for the next 10 days between the 15th and the 25th, these temperatures are moderating to below normal. So the averages are coming down. So the first 10 days have been above normal, but overall, with that Arctic oscillation, the negative NAO, I think eventually we'll start to get below normal, and we'll end below normal for December for a good chunk of the central part of the United States and filtering all the way down potentially into the Dallas-Fort Worth area. So that'll kind of give you an idea. And here's the precipitation outlook for the next 10 days. It's got that northwest flow still active up north in Washington, Oregon, and Northern California. The central and Southern California are dry. We brought more snow. It's showing the precipitation. It'll bring more snow out west, and then it'll kick up again starting in Colorado and swinging up in the Northeast. And so if we take a look at the next 10 days, or the kind of the 15-day outlook for the European model, now this is given 2 weeks, but it kind of shows you like 3 different systems, and I'll have a snow map for you the next couple of days. But has that first system start originating in Colorado and then swinging up the coast. It's got more snow on a second system to come in out west, and then potentially a third system by somewhere around Christmas for the Northeast to bring a good snow event for you guys in the Northeast. So I'll be detailing all these systems out, but I want to kind of give you kind of an overview and how this pattern could possibly play out over the next 2 weeks. I appreciate you guys tuning in. If you found value in this video, definitely subscribe to my channel and share it with your friends on social media, and catch me in the next video where I protect you before and after the storm.